Welcome to my allotment in East Sussex. You may recall at the last upload I mentioned that this third week would be busy and that I've got some reduced level to carry out. Well, I never expected that I'd have the hottest days on record, but disregarding that, I worked early in the morning and sometimes late in the evening to do the reduced level on the last remaining third of my allotment. You can tell which is the evening work and the morning work by the length and direction of the shadows. Reduced level digging is just systematically going back, trying to get the same depth each time, not worrying about what the final depth is, because we'll sort that out when we do what's called the bottoming out. Bottoming out is done with a shovel, not a spade, and it's just a knack in keeping the shovel level on its bottom, and away you go. And you just keep your eye on what's either side and reduce down now to a final grade. I've reached the point where there's most of the rubbish. You can just see it there at the bottom with that red string. There's lead pipe, no wonder our electric bills are expensive, and loads and stacks of CDs that she used to scare birds away. But never mind, concentrate on the task ahead, get the head down. We're nearly there now. We can see the home straight coming. And here we are with just the last knockings, and we've now got the reduced level done. With the basic reduced level carried out, we can now get an idea of the task in front of us. Working parallel with this reduced level work, we've got the watering to do, of course. To hold the earth back, my plan is to use some sleepers which I found in a roadside. When my wife saw this clip, she says, "Are those beams heavy?" I didn't reply sarcastically, I just said, "Yes, love." "Well, watch yourself," she says, "don't want yourself doing an injury." It is important, of course, that we set the very first sleeper accurately. We're not wanting to position it accurately. We just want to put it straight and level and parallel, and you get the first one and the rest then will follow on. The sleeper in position temporarily, mark round it, and then with the spade we adjust it, and it's approximately in the right position. When I'm happy with its position, I then mark it with a nail and remove the sleeper, and I hammer in some sleeper restraining ties. The level is exactly 1 metre long, and I thought this would be a good distance to measure and to keep things parallel. And then with the other pin in position, you can prod it down, hit it with the hammer gradually and bring it to a perfect level. The temperature now is really rising, and a job I want to do is to separate some cardboard sheets, which I'm going to use as the basis of a no-dig raised bed. Back to the plot next day. We've got some final adjustment to do. Like we saw yesterday, we saw the excavation was running out a bit, so I've got to do some adjustments to the reduced level. No hardship, it's a nice day. Let's get on with it. There we go, all finished. Certainly looks a lot neater. I was asked by a family member if I could get rid of some excess sand and gravel that they've got and a few bags of cement. I said not only can I get rid of it, I can use it. So Monday morning had that laborious job, and it does take time, of barrowing gravel and then cement from the home to the substation car park, and then from the car park onto the plot. It would have gone a lot easier if I had taken a rake and got rid of a lot of those pebbles, but never mind, we live and learn. Sand and gravel's in. All that remains now is just to bring a bag of cement, and it's then all systems go. First job now is to bolt the brackets to the sleepers. This makes a more permanent fixture, and when they're all fixed, we then pull the sleeper out and it leaves a little hole. All the brackets are now firmly bolted. The last one is now finished, and we can then start the concreting process. These are all the sleepers now set in position. What we have to do now is record these by constructing a profile, but that's later. You may recall that our freezer went belly up, and for a week and a day we've been living off produce of the land. So I've been collecting peas, I've had turnips and broad beans and potatoes. Not forgetting cabbage and the kale. And a new daily job is podding the peas and podding the broad beans. I don't mind doing this work. I know my wife would rather just take them straight out of a freezer bag, but there's satisfaction in podding produce. Okay, back to the plot. We've got all the plates bolted in and all the sleepers are set, so now we've got to record this with what they call a profile. So this is what I'm making here, a timber profile which establishes the position of the sleepers. On Wednesday morning, which turned out to be the hottest day of the year, hottest day recorded, I set the lines and start to make the position of the sleepers more permanent. Sleepers removed, the hole left by the sleeper plates is enlarged and to a slightly increased depth, nothing accurate. We mix the sand and cement, plod it into the hole, tamp it down, and with the concrete that's left, just make a modicum bed, about a couple of inches, pat it down. On goes the sleeper, all lined in with the line, tapped into place, and then finished off with a line of cement. Check for plumb, but it will be, and it is. And that's the end of the day. Next week I'll show the completion of setting these sleepers, but that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe and please do comment. Bye.